EFF members in Gauteng will hold their third Provincial Assembly in Boksburg, Ekurhuleni today. The provincial structure is expected to elect new leaders. Deputy Provincial Chairperson Itani Mukwevho has been acting in the position after Mandisa Mashego left the party in 2020 in March. Our reporter Mbali, Thethani, is following the story for us, and she joins us with an update in terms of where the process is this afternoon. Mbali, good afternoon.
That's right, Dudu. Of course, we do find ourselves at the Birchwood Hotel in Boksburg, and that's where the third provincial conference of the EFF in Gauteng is underway. Now, it did get off to a very slow start yesterday, of course, only starting at around 10 p.m. last night, but also forcing them to also start a bit later this morning. But we know that, Dudu, on the program today, we do indeed have that very important thing that they need to tick off the box, and that is the issue around electing the top five. Of course, we know that that nominations process is expected to be conducted this afternoon. But of course, joining us just to tell us where they are in terms of the program is Itani Mukwevho, who is indeed the acting chairperson of the EFF here in Gauteng. Itani, yesterday you got off to a slow start, but as well as this morning, it seems as if all is on board now. We did indeed hear, we're currently hearing from your secretary about your organizational report.
Yes, indeed, the organizational report is presented by our provincial secretary, and all delegates of the EFF were gathered here, and then we are busy with our program. So far, what we can tell the media and the people is to say that the conference is moving very well as planned, and then we don't see any hiccups.
When it comes to the Gauteng conference, as the EFF, you know, sitting inside this main plenary hall and hearing about what you have managed to achieve, if you can just enlighten us, are you proud to see where you are as the EFF in Gauteng?
Yes, we are proud as a province of the EFF because we made the milestone improvement in our by-elections. We can mention a by-election which we participated in Ward 53 in Johannesburg, where we increased, and then we won even a ward in Western, Ward 29. That shows that our people are starting to have confidence in us. And Mbali, which I can mention to our people, is to say that our people in Gauteng, in the branches of the EFF, where we're busy contesting the ward committee elections. We've got Ward 133 in Johannesburg, where we get 10 out of 10. It shows that our people, they are starting to trust us with a big responsibility in wards. That shows itself that in 2026 we are going to take over many wards in Gauteng.
When it comes to the bigger picture and what this conference means for the EFF, especially at a time where we are planning for the 2024 elections, and we know that critics have said that the ANC is most likely not to have a 50% majority. You know, where does this place the EFF when you are planning towards the 2024 elections?
The EFF this year is in 2022 is the year of the branch. So each leader, like myself, where I come from, I must come from a branch which is in good standing, the branch which assists the communities. And all branches of the EFF, we make sure that they become more vibrant and make sure that they assist community with the issues which they are facing. We can tell you that communities come to us with the issues which they are not getting service delivery. Even our labor desk, I can mention that. Our offices, every day, people, they come there with workers' issues because they trust only the EFF to assist them. Now, building for 2024, we are prepared, and inside the plenary, when we go to commissions, we are going to speak in a commission which deals with 2024, where we want to get a mandate, where the new leadership who are going to be elected get a mandate of the branches of the EFF to say, how can we move? How can we build? How can we make sure that we take over this province? I'm a leader of the EFF in Gauteng Provincial Legislature. It's very painful when we want to implement things and the ANC side with ACDP and IFP to vote against what our people want. We wanted to put a motion of insourcing of security guards. They rejected it. And they vote with DA to show that they don't want our people to get decent jobs. It's only the EFF who's going to address that when we take over in 2024, because we don't want anyone to govern with us. We want to take over and implement our cardinal pillars, because our people, they are starting to be happy with it, and they're starting to understand what we stand for.
And is this why you find yourself with, the reports we have seen that the EFF in Gauteng is currently in talks with the ANC, especially looking at the bigger picture around 2024 and the possibility of having a coalition government?
No, I'm a provincial leader now in Gauteng. As the EFF, we are guided by our central command team. We'll get the mandate. They will tell us what to do. We follow the line of march. That's how we operate in the EFF.
So you are not in talks with the ANC in Gauteng for some sort of coalition, especially looking at what is taking place in Tshwane and also looking at what is taking place at the Johannesburg municipality?
We get the guidance from our CCT. They will guide us and how we move. That's how we operate. As the province, we don't get involved in that. We only get the mandate, and we trust our leaders. They will guide us. They are continuing to guide us.
Okay. What else can we expect today, Dan?
Today, we are going to finish with organization report. We deal with treasurer's report, and after that we go to lunch, and then from there we are going to deal with nominations of top 5.
Thank you very much. That is Itani Mukwevho. He is the acting chairperson of the EFF here in Gauteng. Just also they're talking about the issues. You would have seen the reports are doing the rounds that the ANC and the EFF are in talks in terms of some sort of coalition, and this stems from what we have seen in the city of Johannesburg, also what we have seen in the likes of the Tshwane municipality in terms of those coalitions. But of course, putting that to bed and saying that, that is something that is dealt with by the highest structures of the party.
Mbali, Thethani, thank you very much for that update.